Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Listen, welcome to tonight's Fierce Empowerment Moment. I'm excited to bring to you just a little snippet of a thought, of an idea, of a whole concept, just to encourage you, just to get you on to your next point, right? To your next level, right? Wherever you are. Go ahead. I know some of you may be busy, winding down, getting ready for the next day, getting prepared for Sunday, right? Whatever that may entail. But listen, just really quickly. Go ahead and share, spread the word, let everyone know that we are live. I want to encourage you that today, um, just kind of giving some thought to what our fierce empowerment moment would be and what we would be talking about. And of course, my mind gets flooded with a lot of things. And I said, okay, God, what does the world need to know? What do the women need to know today about themselves, about what you would like for them to be encouraged with? And that is to um, not get so upset when things are revealed to you or are shown to you that may be upsetting, right? It may be challenging. There are a lot of things, and I have a ton of conversations with my wonderful husband, and he pushes me and has me to reevaluate a lot of things. He wears a lot of hats, so I have to pick his brain as much as possible. But just in private time and listening to God and what He was showing me, that a lot of times we actually have things about ourselves that do need to change, and things that come up in prayer, in times of journaling, in times of reflection, just looking back on our own personal behavior and who we are. And just quite clearly, there are things that need to change. There are things about our routine that needs to change. The things about how we live our life from day to day, just point blank, they need to change. And I wanted to bring this to you at this time of night, right? At this time of day, so that you can reflect and let it carry into the next week. Like, hey, what did I learn about myself? What did I learn about some things that I have done throughout this week that were not productive? There were things that we put before assignments, there were things that we put before projects. And sometimes we get things done and sometimes we do not. So, what exactly did we do that was beneficial, right? So, making a conscious decision to say, hey, I need to change. My schedule needs to change, or things around me need to change. The scenery needs to change, right? To actually be aware of that is a huge first step. It's a huge first step of a even going to the next level. Because if you think that things are perfect, if you believe that things are fine, that things are immaculate the way that they are, but yet you don't see any fruitfulness from it and you don't see any growth from it, then you're actually lying to yourself, and you're trying to demand that others believe that you're being successful, but things are still the same. There's no growth, there's no productivity, there's no produce, right? There's no fruit that comes out of what you're doing. So we have to be fully aware and acknowledge that things need to change. I feel like I've said this before, and I just really got a huge flashback of me saying this before, but it's something that we need to just kind of be real about. All this conversation, oh, we want real talk, we want transparency, we want things to be said in a real tone. But if we're not real with ourselves, then we're only going to continue to perpetuate the problem, right? To live out the issues over and over and over again. So I want to encourage you to do what? Not just feel sorry for yourself. Matter of fact, I don't want you to feel sorry for yourself at all. Evaluate and make the changes. Evaluate, make the shifts. Take assessments. Take time to really assess your life and say, am I really successful? Am I really meeting the goals that I have? Am I really persevering and going to the next level? Am I beating out where I was last year? Right? Am I doing the same thing, or am I actually making changes? What is happening? What is the difference? Am I going further? So it's great, it's wonderful to crowd yourself around someone who's patting you on the back and telling you it's okay, sis. You are a queen no matter what. And that's all fine and dandy, but we have to look at the truth and reality, because fruit and what comes out of what we are doing is what matters the most. If I can't see the changes, if I can't see process and prosperity, then clearly there's somewhere hiding, or even in plain sight. There's a lie, there's deception, there's deceiving happening, because we're not really recognizing truth about where we are. So let's be honest, let's be truthful. Let's look at the evidence all around you. Look at the evidence. Am I really living up to my goals that I've set, those things that I've set in this time, in this area, in this juncture of my life? Am I living up to it? Right? I'm kind of going on and on and on, but I really want us to understand and to grasp that we must take into account truth, honesty, the evidence, everything, the facts that have been laid out, and say, am I meeting the goals? And if not, let's make changes. That's the big encouragement. You can make changes at whatever age you are. It's so crazy, because I look at different television shows and different um, bi- uh, biographies, and listening to other people's lives and how they do things. And people start over at any age, right? Change is about making sure that you get to the next, right? People make changes at the age of 40. They make changes at the age of 50. They make changes at 60, making changes at 70, making changes at 80, right? People are consistently making changes, and we should not look at where we are and just because somebody else peaked at 20 and say, hey, well, I didn't peak at 20, maybe I'm just going to be a failure. No, let's make the changes to meet the goals that we've set. If it's going back to school, go back to school, get that degree. If it's opening up another business, do that. If it's shutting down a business, if it's revamping a business, listen, I completely understand that. If it's undergoing renovations, if it's undergoing a complete body transformation period, do what you need to do to meet those goals. Don't be hard on yourself, but be real with yourself and say, I'm going to make these changes, and I'm going to start little by little. What can I do on Monday? What can I do on Sunday that is going to start me on that path of making those changes, right? So I want us to be sure that we're honest and we're clear and we're transparent, because it's something to lie to other people, but it's a whole nother story when you're lying to yourself and you sit back and you just keep ingesting the lies that you think you're being productive, but really nothing's coming out of it. There's no fruit, there's no growth. So we want to be realistic, and we want to make changes to see productivity and successful processing, right? We can talk about the process all day long, but if you're not actually going through to the other side, then you're not really in a process, you're actually stuck. So yeah, I want to encourage you just to make those changes. I'm trying so hard just to make it simple as that. Make the changes, whether it is your calendar, whether it is what you do throughout the week, what you do throughout the day. Make those changes. Write it down, journal about it, right? Get it all out. So listen, I want to really quickly just share with you some announcements, right? We had such a wonderful time last night. We were actually on for almost 3 hours on our bonnet meeting. And listen, I want to encourage you and to invite you to come out to our next bonnet meeting, which is actually going to be a co-ed meeting. So it's going to be a co-ed bonnet meeting. The men are welcome. all are welcome. Thursday, May 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, make sure that you sign up. If there are any changes to that time, which I don't think will go any later than 8:30, because I want to make sure we have enough time to talk about mental health and it's not all in your head, because both men and women, we need to talk and discuss this. We already started talking about it, my husband and I, and I'm actually very excited to bring everybody in on this conversation, because there's some things about the way that we think and situations that come and things that happen. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss this. This is a co-ed bonnet meeting. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to get some questions answered. Listen, I know I would love for you to come on. Make sure that you register fiercetakeover.org. Invite your friends, spread the word. You can share this event, share the page, share the Fierce page. Let everybody know. Go and register, because you don't want to miss this. Yes, it is on Zoom. You get a link. Make sure that you get a link. If not, let us know, because we don't want you to miss out on this bonnet meeting for next month, right? It's already about to be May. So this is our next bonnet meeting, Thursday, May 22nd. Do not forget to register, right? So also too, we want to invite you to come to our live prayer every Wednesday morning, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you send us your prayer requests. If you have anything you want us to pray with you for, you can go to fiercetakeover.org and leave us a prayer request. Also, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Those are our handles on those social media pages. For Facebook, it's Fierce Community, and Fierce Takeover on YouTube. Make sure that you tune in for those prayer times. Also, too, want to invite you Thursday afternoon at noon, right? Thursday afternoon at noon, Eastern Standard Time, we are having Fierce Bible Study. We are talking about parts of the Bible that don't really get talked about, and we skip over and we miss, but there's juicy truthfulness and stories that we need to study and read about. So want to encourage you to join us there. Also, Tuesday evenings, we have responsibility training, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think I'm going to start doing these in, order throughout the week. But Tuesday night, you have our responsibility training. This is a training that is very crucial and important for those who are a part of Fierce, because it is up to us to have that drive and have that passion and feel responsible for our assignments and those things that we have to do. So come on and register. Make sure that you get in on responsibility training at fiercetakeover.org. You will see those dates and times so that you can sign up. Also, too, we have our future leadership training. This happens twice a month for the next 3 months, beginning in May. So May 10th is our first date for our Saturday training. The training you can do per session, $75 per session, or $450 for the whole program. And there is certification at the end, as well as workbooks and things of that nature, everything that goes into it, so that you can be the best leader for the future and for things to come, making sure that you excel in all that you do. This is something that has been sort of a driving force, because as women leaders, we are often neglected, and we have to compete with men. But how are we going to be a future leader if we neglect to lead according to our assignment and the agenda of being a woman? So yes, this is future leadership. We are talking about intentional mentorship, having monthly agendas the perspective of leadership, leading God's way, and gathering the next generation, and so much more. So make sure that you register for that. fiercetakeover.org. Share and make sure that you spread the word. Also, too, there are a couple of events that we are connected to, and we want you to feel more than welcome to join us. First, we have the Sin of a Woman. The book tour is coming up for Cincinnati, Ohio. Y'all, it is only a week away. If you have not registered, make sure that you register. register, spread the word, let everyone know that registration has not closed yet. So you can still get in Saturday, May 3rd from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Downtown at the main library is where we will be having it. Go to angelicamontgomery.com and get your ticket there, right? Also, too, May 25th, for those of you that are in the Mobile, Alabama area, right? All of those areas. Listen, you can drive 2.5 hours to come on out and hang out with us. We're going to have a whole conversation. So don't forget, we have that will be May 25th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That is being held on a Sunday. So that is on a Sunday from 4 to 7 for Mobile, Alabama. And for Cincinnati, Ohio, it is on a Saturday, May 3rd, which is next week, 7 days from now, from 2 to 5 p.m. downtown. I'm so excited. Those of you that live in the Cincinnati, Kentucky, Indiana area, you can come. Listen, if you can get to the Cincinnati, the CVG airport, you can come to this. Okay, how far is the CVG airport from you? You can still come to this. It'll be an extra 30 minutes, but still you can come. And if you have any questions, just let us know and we will answer you there. Also, too, last but not least, a fabulous conference that we are also a part of, Trailblazers Ascend. It's a gathering for creatives, and I believe they're having a sale right now for registration. So make sure that you do that. KingdomLifeTrailblazers.com is where you can go to register. Also, too, we have Blaze and Legacy. This is a whole conference that has been curated and gathered together. We pull people together so that we can have a wonderful track and program for our youth and young people. So make sure you register them also. KingdomLifeTrailblazers.com. Listen, I'm so excited. I believe that's all of that is all except for our last one. Make sure that you join our Fierce community. I know that many of you watch and that you are peeking in and seeing what we are doing, but go ahead and join us on fiercetakeover.org. And also, too, you can join us Fierce community. We also have Instagram available. We may not go live as much on Instagram, but Instagram is available. Make sure that you follow us on those channels. All right. So listen, I am grateful and I'm thankful for you to join me tonight and this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are for this Saturday's Fierce Empowerment. Do not forget to make those important changes. I will see you all again soon. Be blessed and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. All right.